Weg bij je. De winkel. Weg bij je. Kom mee, explode. casa.
When you look at the police come Belgium.
Big bad trying.
That's right.
Me believe it.
Yeah, Spain. Spain was in the Cape Verde. Tell me about better. When we done in the people Spain was in the Cape Verde. But what can I want? I'm not a bond with the buyer about. Ah, the body of the meeting. Oh, you go. I know, go.
But people are yet trying.
People are in one like you just say like this. I don't work it.
In the birthday. What's the Italiano? Oh, you keep the broom going, Billy.
Just less than a quarter of an hour. Normal time to play in Seattle. Just announced the official attendance. Just shy of 67,000 people here in Seattle.
Fantastic stadium, isn't it? Horseshoe shape, in the sunshine, being treated to a really good game as well.
The Seahawks made that earlier.
Very
Very popular soccer team. Women's team playing here too. Here's Duncan. De Bruyne. Toussaint.
Lukaku.
So we have two involvements in Liverpool. Lukaku.
Come on.
Slides. Egypt's got to stick close to here. Here is Yuri Tillemans. And that's been deflected out for a Belgian corner. Is it? No, that's going to be a goal kick. That is the president of the Confederation of African Football, Patrice Motsepe. Africans and Egypt were leading until very recently. Still might get the chance to recapture that advantage. Zizou. He'd have a crack, blocked by Tillemans. Cleared away by Mounier for an Egyptian throw. Yasser Ibrahim. Zia to Haney. Just over 10 minutes now. Normal time to play. Stoppages will be added to. Lukaku wins it back. Sliding in. Rouhani's Lashi. since the introduction of Rabia and Valencia's right to the end there.
This has been welcome relief for Egypt. Just slow state of the game. Belgium were building up ahead of steam, scored that equaliser, looking likely to go on and get a winner. The last couple of minutes, they've just got a hold of the ball again.
I mentioned earlier that Amy's own goal was already the third own goal of this World Cup. It's already more than there were in the entire tournament in Qatar. It was 4 years ago. There's only 2 own goals in the whole World Cup. 13. Trying to pick up Marmouche with the tall presence of Courtois up there first. And De Bruyne, the old swagger here.
Zany. Anyone who will be here, that's what we want.
Amy slides in.
I want to have one here. America. That's what we need. I think about it, because we want to
He was the one that set Doku on his way.
also, I think there's a few on the ground for.
Second period, hasn't he?
Enjoy journey.
2 domestic trophies in England this season at Manchester City.
Since I know them, go once or so far.
To the Premier League title by Arsenal.
I know that you have to take the cost of my own
Position earlier.
anybody on the way.
You
got him.
First time today.
Gratitude.
Feels like an area where you're going to cross the ball here, but he's more than capable, isn't he? Going for goal himself.
Difficult angle to defend this. Lofted. Punched by Shukriya. Still alive for Timmermans. Great header, great save, Shakir to deny Brandon Mecca. Shakir keeps Egypt in it. Tucker. Haney. He's away, Haney.
Yeah.
Zizou. Haney again. Will love to make amends for their own goal.
Basically, unbroken.
Rabia.
62 unbroken. But you're not able to see. I got coach on the.
Atia.
No, oh man, baby.
Still more control from Egypt at the moment. Cross too close to Courtois, just at the last instant, found himself backpedaling. And Courtois, who normally is so composed, found himself.
Quite nicely, thankfully, man with over 6 foot to a name, when it comes to height, he stretch a good frame. It's not just how much his best stretch too. Like a better boost. And I've been thinking of, you gotta say push up on both sides, and I said push up on both sides. And I said push up on both sides.
Da.
The boys are still there, ready to pull.
I know
They
it.
blockade.
Oh, price that is in the room of Corona para so then
Allez, voilà, c'est bon.
I'll put it on.
Ok.
How much is it?
The TV don't go. The TV go. I don't know what.
Osumodo. I will be there if you have to see me.
When was you on the receiving end? Almost like a cow. Special league of play. Best of the African Champions League. They sample themselves against some of the best in the world. They show you. They nothing get there. Just like my guess. Or Lukaku. the body forward, cap the carry, the body can show us. For the whole ball, you can see what player.
Owó ṣe
90
tẹ́.
minutes then remain.
ìgbóná ẹ mọ̀ pé ìgbà kan ó ní irun lórí ìgbà tó dẹ̀ yà ní irun lórí ẹ̀ tí ó dá páàdì ni torí àwọn ohun tó máa ń ṣe gbọ́ngbà yẹn kò ń ṣe ohun tó yẹ kó máa ṣe.
Put your body for the line, and the young boy, Starboy 9, managed to score an advantage, to square him into place, but nobody did that to receive. He connects on Taco. Free header. That use the actual connector. Connection up there. The connection up there. The brother not the trainer. The brother not the trainer for Lukaku. This guy, he can be just for when he said he was, then he deny him. So that he's 90 goals. The brother yet goes scorer for his particular team. The brother one more. After all, he country papa, the real papa of that Russian Lukaku. He represented Zany, Lawrence Congo, back in the day. This guy walk up. So if the legacy, if the tempo blessing. What is one person saying? No matter the two were rich, the fact that she got
Ẹni Kóńgò ló yẹ kó ń
find the
bọ̀
two. Now see leather. The guy find them and move. Very of the still they won't try stand tall, stand tall. Their last set of substitution they go do. Defenders don't they become attackers. Midfielders don't want to become strike attacks. Strategy don't they revise themselves to become to hope. Keep hope alive. Egypt will try to protect their lead like they are priceless artifacts. They're shocking them with the stick and shells now. What has to give is not the mind. Let their feet just wet. Let the Badu go come out and the Badu go come out. And like for like, defenders for defenders. No one gets to the shit there from outside. Australia will.
ti ṣàlàyé ọ̀rọ̀ nìkan fún.
oúnjẹ owó ti yẹ fún arábẹ̀ tó ẹja rẹ̀.
Ó ti ní ọ̀rọ̀ ìgbà rẹ̀ ti rí.
Last key Shepherd to Clara come up on the back. The struggle for the red devil that is there. This side. This side to captain. They have straight up front.
Ẹkún lọ rí bàbá aláàjì.
Their pass is going much better.
Ẹ̀rọ àmì sọ̀rọ̀ ní pẹ̀lú
What don't play? Baba
ìlú àkàdúgbà ní ìlú. Pé iye tó ń sọ nínú sọ pé 750. Nígbà yẹn ló ń sọ 750. Wọ́n á ní ìjọba ẹgbẹ́ ilé ẹ̀sìn tí yọ ọ̀rọ̀. Ilé àbúrò mi tó ń sọ. Ìyá tí yọ ọ̀rọ̀ ló ń sọ. Ìjọba ẹgbẹ́ ilé ẹ̀sìn tí yọ ọ̀rọ̀. 75,000.
Egypt don't they go? They dey inside the 18, they don't go rush am again.
Èmi sọ pé nínú ọlọ́dún ti pé yàrá yẹn tó di ọkọ̀ tó ọ̀gbọ̀n. Ilé àmì tí ó jìnà sí ilé ayé àbẹ̀tì. Ilé pé ọkọ̀ yẹn ṣe ń mú. Ìrọ̀ lágbára bí wọ́n sọ
Mo ti ní kó má gbà bẹ̀rẹ̀ wà láì. Mo ti ní kó má gbà bẹ̀rẹ̀.
ọmọ rẹ̀.
Ẹ̀nà àwọn ọmọ ọgbọ́n mo ti ní kó má gbà bẹ̀rẹ̀.
Ewu ara fẹ́ gbà. Ewu wọn gbàgbé náà gbàgbé.
Èmi tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ ọkọ̀ fún ẹ má wò ó. Olú ò sọ pé bóyá àrò wà ní ilé ìrìn tí mo máa gbé lára sí àwọn ọmọ tó sọ̀rọ̀ mi. Èyí tí mọ́mí kan sọ̀rọ̀ ọkọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ sẹ́yìn mọ́ wáìtì ní àìsíkẹ́ fún mi.
Ó lọ sọ pé òun lágbára àti owó ti.
Gbogbo ènìyàn ọkọ̀ sọ̀rọ̀.
Oga Fara, your Fara is one Fara the Fara. And they go embrace your player and then I do right. And they go to keep
Adé ni a máa wọlé. Ojú ó pa wá lára ni wọ́n fẹ́. Ìlú aṣọ nǹkan báyìí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ẹ̀. Ìlódé ẹ̀mọ́ kan kú. Akàn ni ẹ máa wọ ojú ẹ máa wọ.
Especially the last one for the 90 about being fought. They need to keep their concentration up. Let them 180 seconds to fight for this one. And the deflection of the next.
Alẹ́ sí náà balẹ̀. Wọ́n ní inú ọwọ́ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Alẹ́ sí.
Ṣẹ́rí ta ló ṣe máa dẹ́ yìí?
Ilé ẹjọ́ ló gbé ọ̀hún.
Ó kọ̀ wọ́n náà ti ní
Èlò wa ló fi ti wá kú.
fóònù tí wọ́n
A máa fi lo tó àbíká ti lò.
táwọn fún mi jẹ́.
A máa fi lo tó. 4 unit. A jẹ́ nǹkan tó.
If Egypt, if it stay like this, they don't back their win. Like 8 matches. quite a while. They don't score. Match now. The last 6 matches, they don't score. Egypt's like whenever we go World Cup, at least getting strong. And ladies and gentlemen, mortals and celestials, mamas and papas. The Garcia front on to underdog for this one. Osama Sam still make the case for the Pharaohs. Not built pyramid in one day. Tonight they built victory block by block, tackle by tackle. They get their first goal. And an old goal from their own Mohamed Ali. And we say undo their good work. But feel like saying that they're the winners. When we say not get everything when they need from this game. Thanks to Imam Ashore. The first World Cup, the first goal. Full time right here for Seattle. Belgium now one. Egypt now one. Now the size of the cookie with this cookie.
One American, you want the Kibo. No, that's it's a Sheriff, máa sùn bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Kí ni mo sọ? Etí ẹ̀ di ni.
Well, it ends a goal apiece between Belgium
Okay,
and
Mahmoud.
Egypt. Belgium got back into the game after a super sub appearance from Lukaku. That's Rudy Garcia, who you just saw probably breathing a sigh of relief as his team had gone down a goal in that first half. And great to have you back with us, Nita Jones, Daniel Akpeyi, Coach Blue, and of course
Daniel
Sean
Akpeyi.
Bartlett reacting to the action from Group G, the first game. Now, we went into that saying that Belgium were the favourites on paper. Did they deliver despite not getting the win?
But African bíbá làwọn ilé tí ń ṣe dìbí tí wọn wà bí. Torí Daniel Akpeyi wà ń bẹ. Daniel Akpeyi tó máa lọ dúró sẹ́yìn wọ́ọ̀sì tó tó.
Salah is celebrating his birthday, and this is an Egyptian side that said we didn't do the AFCON, let's go to the World Cup and show Africa that we are still an African giant, and they did exactly that. With their lineup, with how they played, with the confidence and the poise, they took the game to Belgium.
And if you had half a brain, you would have listened to Sean and gone for Egypt winning on that SuperSport predictor, because well done, we'll probably give you a round of applause for that correct scoreline. What did you think of Egypt's performance overall?
Oh, it was good up till the introduction of Lukaku. I think the coach obviously got a credit for making that substitution at a critical time where they were pressing Egypt a lot and forcing issues, and just couldn't get any of the opportunities converted. So I think Lukaku, just presence alone probably forced that goal. But I think at the end of the day, I would say Belgium probably from the second half performance deserved the draw. It's a typical cliche. It was a game of two halves. Egypt first half and second half was definitely Belgium.
Well, let's just have a look at the moments that mattered in this encounter between the two sides. So back to the first half when Imam Ashur opened the scoring. It was beautiful vision from Mohamed Salah celebrating his 34th birthday. Will he be satisfied with the assist and a point?
I think he will be. He's been critical of being influential in this Egypt team. He's had more than 6% in with scoring goals or assisting. And again, it's an area where it's most of the time find vacant, not many defenders want to step into that area. Against the shot from Ashur, and the power behind it, Kutoa couldn't get to it. Different to KDB's shot in the first half, it went wide. This one had a lot of power and found back of the net.
Yeah, it was an absolute rocket there. In fact, the manager didn't want to celebrate there. And it looked like Egypt were on the front foot going into the break. Then, of course, we saw the likes of KDB stepping up, having those moments of quality, but it wasn't enough, was it?
It wasn't enough, and you see it with how frustrated, Kevin De Bruyne became, because normally, in those areas, he takes that shot and he's going for the first goal, thinking it will just go over the wall, and it doesn't really, give him much. He hits the uprights, yes, it's good, but I feel that when you see a team now trying to go for set pieces instead of open play, it means they're not finding joy in keeping possession in order to score. It's not easy because even the combination play, Tielemans had a good game as well, but it wasn't enough to really bring Egypt under siege where they forced them to go into areas where they couldn't defend with the course or even make it, 1v1. You didn't see a lot of 1v1s. If it only took an own goal for Belgium to score, then it just tells you that it wasn't easy.
Yeah, and we spoke of Mohamed Salah earlier. He actually had a chance himself. What did you make of Courtois' actions in these moments?
For me, I think it's a great save for Courtois because how tall he is, 1.96. It's a great save for me because how tall he is, 1.96, for him to be able to reach that ball. Not every goalkeeper will reach it. Initially, I thought, man, you could have gotten this one. But there are those balls that bounce in front of you as a goalkeeper, and you try to keep it to yourself, and it spills in. Those becomes those kind of goal you said is a cheap goal. So you made the right decision. Most importantly, the ball didn't get in. So that's what's important.
Yeah, Mohamed Salah trying to make his impact on the game. We got the assist, but there's still more to come. So take a look at this from the second half. And so this is where it looked like the game was a lot more even. KDB with another chance, but this time it was the man who you praised earlier, Daniel, in between the sticks for Egypt, stepping up.
Yeah, you see what's his name, Shobia? He has been excellently doing greatly well during their pre-season tournament coming into the World Cup. So that tells you that the confidence the coach has in him for him to be able to play at the game is a much younger player, a much younger goalkeeper who the coach actually think it is high time they actually bring him in to actually put Shanua on the bench for the now so that he can grow into the game. And he has actually proven it while he's playing. So he's not just being given the nod because the younger goalkeeper, he has actually been doing well and has kept the team in the game for them to be able to get 1 point out of the first group stage.
Yeah, and then the Belgian coach Rudy Garcia had a big decision to make. He decided to bring on Lukaku, who's only played 5 league games for Napoli instead of this season. But in less than 2 minutes, Sean, he had an impact. Talk to us about his movement in between the defenders.
That's really most like one of the neither defenders picking up. So his timing of the run is to perfection and just getting himself in between. Unfortunately, he tried to fool everyone and say it was his goal. But we saw the replay and it came off Mohamed Hani's left foot. So unfortunately, that will be awarded as an own goal. But the impact again that he had, that's instrumental for Belgium. And I know what you're saying. Only played 5 games for Napoli, but sometimes players' presence in opposition cause a lot of problems.
And we saw what it meant to the head coach there, because they needed to get back in the game. It could have been another upset after seeing what happened.
But that's what I said. We traded the coach for making that stuff. Because you could see also they needed something different up front.
And I'm sure that would give Lukaku bags of confidence going into the games that come. He could be really key, obviously being a part of that golden generation. And then there was a last chance for Belgium because the momentum was on their side. And take a look at this. They had a shot, went back out. And then how did you view this passage of play then, coach? Because it required absolute concentration from the Egyptian defence and goalkeeper.
We didn't see a lot of crosses, especially aerial crosses coming in the first half when Lukaku was not on the field. But the moment he comes in, that's how the goal comes. Now they're capitalizing on that to say that between Fat and Ibrahim, it's difficult for them to be competing aerially with a beast like Lukaku. So it's bound to be their next game plan to say in the next game they need to get a positive result, which is 3 points, so that they can better their chances of advancing. And it's nice that in this group it's 2 draws, so the group is split open for everybody. So it's going to be important to see how the coaches re-strategize because the next games are going to be harder. The first games have jitters and you're not sure if it's the lineup I played the last friendly with, are the players getting the synergy, the heat. If there's no heat, we saw the earlier game, there was air conditioning. So it's a lot of factors to think about. The jitters are out. Who do we go with that will put their best foot forward and for longevity?
Okay, well, happy birthday again to Mohamed Salah, the King of Egypt. It's a draw for Egypt. They couldn't get their first ever World Cup. We were thoroughly entertained here. And thank you for your company as well. Pleasure having you, Daniel, Coach Newman, and Sean Bartlett. Don't go anywhere there because sleep couldn't wait. Coming up, we've got action from Group H as Saudi Arabia take on Uruguay.
Strengthening families, building a better Nigeria.
Of course not, they use money points.
So far.
Me for your progress.
This coming summer, your dream island escape is closer than ever. Fly seamlessly from Lagos to the breathtaking islands of Barbados and Antigua. Experience turquoise waters, white sandy beaches, vibrant culture, and the true meaning of relaxation. With convenient twice-monthly flights, your summer plans just became easier. The May to September schedule is now available for booking. Enjoy comfort, ease, and a direct link between Africa and the Caribbean. Book now on flyerpeace.com or through your usual travel agent. The Caribbean is calling. Fly with Air Peace for your summer holidays.
ọdún nìyẹn a máa fọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ ní ọdún
In 3, 2, 1, you're live.
Welcome to East Black. I'm on the black carpet of Streetway of Lagos.
Oh, that's it on Social
Who like that? I dare.
Hey, you already have nothing here for. I know that. Yeah, we know
I'm going to shoot on the way.
I know guys, East Black can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going. It's East Black every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TT Entertainment.
Today ordered INEC to register 5 political parties for the 2027 general elections. Justice Peter Leko invoked Section 225A of the 1999 Constitution, and the ruling is immediate. Now the question is simple. Is this the law working as designed, or is Nigeria's opposition space getting really smaller? at the wrong time. Let's break it down for you. 5 parties, 1 constitutional provision, 1 court order. The African Democratic Congress, ADC, Court Party, Action Alliance, the Action People's Party, and the Zenith Labour Party have all been ordered off the INEC register. They are to be barred from the 2027 polls and from every off-cycle election going forward. Now, the legal basis is Section 225A of the 1999 Constitution. They talked about the performance threshold written into the 4th alteration of that particular Constitution, and we'll talk about it shortly. But 2 of the 5 parties carry names that matter. Let's begin with the ADC, which is a recent platform the former President, Vice President Atiku Abubakar is running on. The party earlier today announced former River State Governor and Transportation Minister Rotimi Amechi as his running mate. Now there's a court party which is linked to the Osun State Governor.
Baby, start coming now. I'm not loud. Okay, huh?
Ṣé àbúrò ẹ̀ tó ń fọkọ́ rẹ̀? Ìlú ìjàdọ̀ ìlú nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹgbẹ́ òkè fàbúrò nìyẹn. Ó ti wá tẹ̀lé mi, ó ti dọ̀wọ́ mi. Sí ìlànà bí ó bá ṣe ń fowó pọ̀ sí ìlú ìfẹ̀jọsìn dídé àpè fún ọkọ mi òkú tọ́jú mi ọmọ àtọ́jú wọn náà wá jẹ owó pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ tó jẹ́ kí o kú sínú ìyà tó jẹ́ kí o kú sínú ìṣẹ́ tó jẹ́ kí wọ́n ilé ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ níṣojú mi dúpẹ́ ìyẹn o ẹwà ẹjẹ́ súrì fún yín gbogbo ìgbòho bá dáwọ́lé a máa yọrí sí èyí tí wọ́n mọ̀ fún pẹ́pẹ́.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mi.
Ẹbí ọ̀hún kẹ̀yìn láti gbé lọ sí airport ní pé kí ọ̀hún fẹ́ decision mi méjì ní inú ẹ̀dùn pẹ̀lú ẹ̀dá.
Fine.
Interesting, right? Keen attention because we have spoken with a lawyer earlier in the news. The ADC, for instance, we hear actually won a particular seat in the House of Reps in 2023, specifically in Kogi State. So it makes this judgment a little bit more interesting. Today's ruling is not a precedent, it's a pattern. In 2011, dozens of parties were registered for not-fielded candidates. In 2013, court parties tested the limits of INEC's powers. Fast forward to 2022, 4 parties were struck off in a single purge, including the National Conscious Party of the late Ghanifai. In 2021, the Supreme Court affirmed INEC's registration powers in the case of INEC versus National Unity. Today, 5 more have to follow if this particular court order holds water. In 2019, the number of political parties in Nigeria peaked at 92. We had a purge in 2020 that removed 74 of them, leaving Nigeria with 18. Those 18 parties contested in 2023 general elections. Now, if today's ruling holds on appeal, that number will fall to 13. The register has been compressed from a feud of what critics call briefcase parties to a slim field of substantive parties. Now, whether 13 is the right number or merely the convenient one is the question the appellate court must now answer. Interesting days ahead, no doubt. COVID party excess is necessary. Nigeria at 92 registered parties was not democracy in full blow. It was a system being gamed. But the test of any registration order is not whether the law permits it. The test is whether it is enforced fairly, applied impartially, and of course insulated from political interest, especially at the time that government has been accused of chasing a one-party agenda. I'm joined in the studio tonight by a member of the ADC. As a matter of fact, he is an ADC candidate here in Lagos, contesting for the House of Assembly seat in Etiosa. Mr. Agnew, thank you so much for joining us on the news tonight.
Thank you, Lifemi. I enjoyed your analysis.
Absolutely, and I was thinking for a minute whether you are fidgeting that now that I have an ADC ticket, what is the court saying? Your party says the judiciary is compromised, but I want us to begin with whether or not you think your party met that provision of Section 225.
We must be very careful as a country not to allow or to avoid a complete descent into judicial rascality where people start to imagine that they can procure partisan judgments from Aswani market as long as it favors their political leanings.
Where's Aswani?
Because that's not the kind of country or the democracy that we run.
Okay.
The constitution is quite clear, which you have read out to the public. The threshold.
Dribbles past one defender, he's heading towards the box, he shoots! Welcome back. If you have just joined us, you're watching the news at Channel Television, broadcasted live from Lagos. Start off short. Federal government begins mass trial of another 600 terrorism suspects. President Bola Tinubu seeks stronger partnership with northern traditional rulers to enhance security, national unity, and development. Federal High Court of Abuja orders deregistration of the African Democratic Congress and two other parties showing failure to meet constitutional requirements. And U.S. President Donald Trump says agreement to end war with Iran has already been signed. Full details to be released. The National Leadership of the African Democratic Congress, that's the ANC, has officially announced Mr. Rotimi Amechi as its vice presidential candidate for the 2027 general elections, following extensive consultation with party leaders, coalition partners, and stakeholders across Nigeria's geopolitical zones. The party says the decision follows its presidential progress, where Mr. Amechi emerged from runner-up, reflecting strong nationwide support and his standing as a seasoned political figure. According to the agency, the Atiku Abubakar Amechi ticket represents a strategic alliance in the
addressing Nigeria's economic, security, and governance challenges through experienced leadership and national inclusion. The party says the joint ticket signals readiness to unite the country, restore confidence in governance, and deliver development-focused leadership ahead of 2027. Political leaders and stakeholders in Ebonyi State have endorsed President Bola Tinubu for a second term in office. This was made at an APC rally where speakers praised ongoing reform at both federal and state levels and urged greater political unity across party lines.
A wave of party colour, chants and chairs fill the air in Ebonyi State as political leaders and supporters of the All Progressives Congress gathered for a grand rally in support of President Tinubu's re-election. For many of those in attendance, the rally is more than a political gathering. Imo State Governor and Chairman of the Progressive Government Forum, Mr. Hope Uzodinma, used the occasion to call for greater unity among Southeast leaders, describing a united political front as critical to the region's growth and influence within the national party landscape.
Imagine paying Sarifu náà mọ̀ mẹ́rin pé ẹyẹ o. Ní dáwọn náà sí o.
From a different political platform, the governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwumasoludo, stresses the importance of collaboration among political stakeholders.
You are endorsing the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria for a second term as Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR. I've come in solidarity because progressives are working together.
The host government has the need for alignment and coordination of President Tinubu's leadership and development efforts in the Southeast region.
My business is policy, is development, and that development is practical. It's something very physical. It's a material development. It's something that we can touch, feel, and believe in. Mr. President has shown us this great done, and that is why today we gathered here to properly invest Mr. President, but to tell the whole world that we have no other presidential candidate other than President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
On his part, the national chairman of the APC, Professor Ntawe Wada, appreciates the Ebonyi State government for putting the event together, believing that re-electing President Tinubu is a vote for continuity.
All the former governors, former Senate presidents, all the leaders of Ebonyi, they are now in one party. Thank you for the next people of Ebonyi State.
As the rally draws to a close, party leaders and supporters say they are confident that the support for President Tinubu's re-election bid will translate into votes in the 2027 general elections.
Let's now join Terry Akuni, who is standing by to give us the very latest from our Abuja studios in the nation's capital. Great to see you again, Terry.
Hello, great to see you too. A federal high court sitting in Kaduna State has adjourned proceedings on the trial of former Kaduna State Governor, Mr. Nasir El-Rufai, to June the 24th this year. The case brought by the Independent Court practices and all related offences commission involves allegations of abuse of office, fraud and financial misconduct during his tenure as governor, which Mr. El-Rufai, through his lawyers, has consistently denied. At the resumed trial today, the former governor was officials and operatives of multiple state services, as well as the police. Although Mr. El-Rufai was physically present in court for the consideration of his trial, two defendants charged along with him were absent.
Nothing happened. Okay? Nothing of any significance happened because they need to serve two of the defendants to the judge. So they took a date to make sure that they serve, and that's the 24th of this month.
Well, President Bola Tinubu has tasked the judiciary to ensure justice delivery is swift, fair, and aligned to status. Vice President Kashim Shettima conveyed the President's words while representing him at a commissioning of the newly built Court of Appeal Abuja Division, located in Daki New District of the nation's capital. Our correspondent, Kumbi Aboluwadi, reports.
The arrival of the Vice President signals the commencement of this event organized by the Federal Capital Territory Administration for the commissioning of the Court of Appeal Complex, Abuja Division. Legal luminaries led by the President of the Court of Appeal are here at Daki View District to witness the ceremony, which is described as a significant addition to Nigeria's judicial sector.
At present, the Abuja Division operates with only 2 courtrooms, along with very limited administrative office space. This lack of infrastructure has continuously slowed down the timely administration of justice. The new court complex represents a timely and important with 10 fully equipped and modern courtrooms. The facility greatly increases the court's ability to hear cases and significantly improves the speed at which matters can be resolved.
The Minister of the FCT also reiterates the impact of the edifice on the dispensation of justice delivery. However, he charges the legal practitioners to obey policies of the FCT, particularly the payment of ground rents and other fees.
You can't talk about the independence of the judiciary when the judiciary doesn't have a fitting environment where they can carry out their functions. So I've seen all the faces smiling, justices are smiling. If you know you're not paid their ground rents, consider that the land will no longer belong to you. Will give it to those who can pay us.
Words of the President, Bola Tinubu, are also relayed by the Vice President, who pledges more support for the judiciary.
This is not just a building. This is a statement. A statement that under the renewed hope agenda, the rule of law will have a beating home. To my Lord Justices, as you walk into this complex, Nigeria asks one thing of you. Let justice be swift. Let it be fair. Let it be blind to status. Right, of course.
Done with his speech, he proceeds to officially commission the project and take a tour of the building. The judiciary no doubt serves as an ultimate guardian of the rule of law. However, clear interpretation of court judgments, particularly in matters of national importance, is essential in promoting a peaceful society. From the Court of Appeal Complex Abuja Division, Kumbi Aboluwade, Channels Television News.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Nigeria's cost pressures rise for a third consecutive month as headline inflation climbs to 3.93% in May. That's all business news to share.
Wearing many athletes in the you always need all the nourishing goodness you can get. Especially if you're someone like me that's strategy. The ultimate meal compound of pH is good. Rich in B vitamins for both. Yeah, we all need it. Because every side of food deserves to be nourished.
than just lead. For the evil man, each new day is a chance to turn his dreams into distance. And for every milestone reached, life is there to be enjoyed and shared.
My name is Lady Antonio Okeke, life beer merchant here in Aba. I remember my husband would tell us story of how he gives his mother in the little training he got there helped him to establish his business. The number one challenge there tonight, but to the glory of God, we are able to be where we are now. In Aba today, you cannot talk of businessmen that are doing well in beer without first measuring selecting cake. This one boy system is all about integrity.
If you are giving some goods to sell, make sure you sell them, return the money, take another one. So you know you will sell.
Life always promoting people and life for the people.
You feel that? Feel what? The crash zone. Crash what? The crash zone. It builds suspense, uncovers evidence, foreshadows danger. You feel it now? Oh yeah. I guess I'll go and try and find a ladder.
Some of life's biggest joys begin with the smallest moment. A shared laugh, a proud smile, and a playful dance full of life.
Well-established company here in Nigeria that we poached. There is going to be a lot of jobs to be created because again it's
This June, pay for your current GoTV subscription and we'll upgrade you at no extra cost.
So,
Upgrade to
GoTV Plus for affordable entertainment for family love. This live on SuperSport. Watch pastry masters compete for $50,000 and the ultimate baking title behind the fame lies a darker story in Boy Band Confidential.
They were done.
Gather the little ones to adventurous sing-alongs with JJ and Cocomelon. Upgrade today for affordable and beautiful entertainment with GoTV Plus. GoTV, love it.
GoTV is digital quality entertainment, which means greater viewing enjoyment for everyone. The GoTV decoder is designed to plug in and play. It is simple to install, and you can do it yourself. In your GoCoder box, you will find your GoCoder, remote, batteries, 12 volts power supply unit, and an audio-visual cable. If you have also purchased GoTenna kit, it will also include the GoTenna, a 10-meter coaxial cable, new brackets with pole clamps, 4 dipoles, and let's start with the GoTenna installation. Carefully unfold the steel grid and firmly click into position. Next, fasten the V-shaped dipoles to the underside of the red and green dipole holders using the butterfly screws. For best signal quality, your antenna should have a clear line of sight to the GoTV transmitter and be free of obstructions like trees and power lines. Now, install the pole you have purchased as
máa bẹ sọ̀rọ̀ wà gbọ́rọ̀ kankan mọ́.
Sọ. Sọ. Mo ní orí fóònù mọ́. Orí ló fóònù títí mo ti wá mú wà lágbára. Ojú ọ̀rọ̀ bá wọn. Dákú, ṣé kí n bá yín pa abẹ́ ìṣẹ̀fẹ́ nǹkan? Kí n pa? Ṣé n pa fóònù yìí?